Good morning, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. I want to give a shout out to who sent me a PayPal donation. Thank you, Christopher. God bless you for your ongoing support. And I have a few more names for prayer requests, which would be Molly and her family, Kaz, and Deb. Yeah, they all got serious medical conditions going on. So please pray for them. About a half an hour ago, as I'm making this video, there was a strong earthquake there in the Caribbean, magnitude 6.8. It was east of Guadeloupe and occurred at 8:38 Atlantic time. They have a different time zone than what you would expect them to have. Yeah, 8:38 a.m. The earthquake was about 10 kilometers in depth or 6 miles, which amplified the shaking there. Yeah, people 300 kilometers away said they felt this earthquake. Seeing how it just recently happened, yeah, felt reports are still coming in. Here's some of the report that was sent into EMSC. Long enough and intense enough. Heard the rumbling. Sitting on the chair when we felt the yeah, the earthquake. Too early. I need my coffee. Yep, working on my first cup. Another earthquake report from Guadeloupe, 203 kilometers west. So that would be about 126 miles. A medium hum for me, like the engine of a large helicopter in the background, with the perceived duration between 20 and 30 seconds. Wow. Um, yeah, light but long drive. This one, 204 kilometers. Another report from Guadeloupe said their furniture moved, largely felt. Yeah, another report from Guadeloupe. Another one a little bit farther. I definitely felt the earthquake. I was in the downtown around 8:41. Objects in the house were moving all over the place. Um, then it kept shaking. It lasted longer than usual. No damage, thank God. Thank the Virgin. There was a brief evacuation for a tsunami, but then it was lifted. Kind of like a double whammy for them because they got disruptions. I believe there's been 2 or 3 deaths from Hurricane Melissa, which is at a currently a Category 5, and it's affecting Jamaica and southern Caribbean area. This earthquake was widely felt across the Leeward Islands, including Guadeloupe, and may have been felt as far as Puerto Rico or Dominica. There was also one aftershock that I heard about, a magnitude 4.9 that occurred about 15 minutes after the main shock. And that one was at 8:53 a.m. Like I said, you would think they would have maybe Pacific Standard Time or Central Daylight Time, but they go by Atlantic Standard Time. This earthquake occurred along the Lesser Antilles subduction zone, where the North American plate subducts beneath the Caribbean plate. Yeah, this is very unusual. They usually only have maybe 2 earthquakes of magnitude 6 or greater every 10 years, every decade. And the most recent one was 6.1, which was in January of 2023. There was a very large one close to this location, which created a tsunami. That was in 1867. They had a magnitude 7.5. Yeah, there was a lot of loss of life from that earthquake. Another one in 1906, which I think is telling. Same year that San Francisco had their great earthquake. There was a 7.9. Sending prayers to everyone there. Yeah, I'll do an update when I get more information later, but like I said, it's just happened a little while ago. We got all these little islands, so I don't know, what kind of damage they may have had. There might have been power outages, things like that. So, anyways, please always be prepared for disaster. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. and I'll talk to you later. God bless you all. Bye.